The Egyptian gods had interesting lore to say the least, and I'm here to recap the most important origin, the Battle of Horus and Set. The first Egyptian god was Ra, who came from an egg floating in a boat along the Nile. He had the head of a falcon, and every day would sail with the sun on his boat, and during the night he would turn into a cat and fight a snake to protect the sun from harm. Ra married a goddess named Hathor, the motherly goddess who had the head of a cow and had 3 kids with Ra. These 3 kids were named Osiris, Isis, and Set, and for some reason 2 of them were fully human while one of them had the head of a donkey somehow. I don't know, man. Many years later, Osiris and Isis married since incest was the thing in ancient Egypt at the time, and had a child named Horus, the god of the sky who looked exactly like his grandfather Ra. Ra had made Osiris the first pharaoh, and Set got really jealous of this, so he set up a plan to get rid of his brother once and for all. A plan that involved the most manly and adult game ever. Let's play hide and seek, everybody! Set had arranged a party game of hide and seek, and fortunately for him, Osiris had nowhere to hide, which set his plan into action. Bro, I have nowhere to hide. Want me to lock you in this giant soundproof sarcophagus where nobody can hear you from the inside, so if you get stuck, nobody will hear your screams for help? Sure. Set locked Osiris in the sarcophagus quickly after his brother got inside, and nobody could find him during the game of hide and seek. Instead of trying to find him out of worry and concern, the other gods and goddesses thought of nothing of it, and when they left the party, Set stayed to conclude his plan to become the pharaoh and end his brother's life once and for all. Welcome back to my cooking show, everyone! Do any of you viewers have a brother who took the throne of Egypt, and you're incredibly jealous and will literally rip his heart out just to become pharaoh yourself because of how ridiculous the rules are? Good news, me too! I'm about to show you a tutorial! Grab the sibling who got the throne before you did and chop them up into a ton of little pieces, like chicken nuggets! Then scatter their remains across the Nile for nobody to find. And there you have it! But like a normal wife should be, Isis got concerned since her brother/husband hadn't come home after the party. Of course, she was devastated to find his literal body parts spread around the desert. Isis ended up going down to the underworld to find the god of death and mummification, Anubis. Oh, hi Isis. What's wrong? My husband is dead! I found his body parts around Egypt and the Nile! Oh. Best I could do is give him an ice pack and hope for the best. What? Osiris then became the world's first mummy, thanks to Anubis wrapping him in cloth and giving him an ice pack. School nurses truly look up to this guy. Meanwhile, with Horus, he was pretty upset that Set had killed his father. He really didn't like that, so he decided to confront his uncle. They begin a battle that lasts for ages, but Horus gets the upper hand in each trial. I'm leaving out a trial that involves lettuce, because it's absolutely disgusting, so we're going to talk about the other ones instead. One of the trials was a battle between Horus's men and Set's men, and Horus ends up making the men fighting for Set blinded death, and they end up killing one another. In return, Set tore out one of Horus's eyes, which now resembled the moon in Egypt's mythology. In the third trial, since we're skipping the lettuce one, Horus and Set had a boat race, which ended up being a tie despite the fact Set literally destroyed Horus's boat. The tiebreaker was sent to the god of wisdom, Thoth, who ruled Horus out as the winner. How dare you! Do you know who I am? This little rat doesn't deserve to be pharaoh! Yeah, I do. And now, I'm gonna punish you. Oh, what will you do? Send me to the Red Desert? You don't have the guts to do— Oh, I guess you did.